What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Gains Mindset, where we get you on the grind and improve your mind. So in this video, we're going to go over law number 23 of Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so let's going to jump right into it. No crap here. We got law number 23, concentrate your forces. Conserve your forces and energies by keeping them concentrated at their strongest point. You gain more by finding a rich mine and mining it deeper than by fitting from one shallow mine to another. Intensity defeats extensity every time. When looking for sources of power to elevate you, find one key patron, the fat cow who will give you milk for a long time to come. So guys, what does this mean? So basically, you want to concentrate your forces. You want to focus your energy on certain topics at a time. That way you won't get too distracted by other things from it, and you can get the work done you have to, in essence.
We have a lot of things that we want to do in life. We have a lot of certain goals that we want to accomplish, but we can't get them all done at once. We have to focus our energies on one specific thing at a time, because if we put all of our energy into every little aspect that we want to do, we won't get anything done. And we won't finish any of those goals that we have.
Yeah.
So if we can focus one that we want to prioritize first, concentrate all of our forces, all of our energy into that goal, do that one first, and then move on to each one after the fact, and just do one at a time, you can get a lot more done, you'll be more accomplished, and you'll have a more positive mindset.
Yeah, it's like if you're trying to read multiple books at the same time, you're going to end up mixing the information. You're not going to equip the information as well as if you just read one book at a time and go from there. A lot of people, they want to get all these things done at once. They're rushing to get things done. They're not putting their full effort into it. They're all over the place. Their mind is distracted by all the things going around in their environment, and they're distracted, and they're not putting their full force and their full concentration into the subject. Then your mind becomes mixed match. You're all over the place, and then you stress out. You don't know what to do. It's like the equivalent to that person in the workplace, and they want to get this done, they want to get that done, they want to get this done, and they do all these things, and they end up not putting their best effort into all of them, or they mess something up, and that causes like a domino effect, and it makes the whole day worse, and then it stresses you out, and then you get stressed out, and you stress that person out, and the whole workplace is done, destroyed, all because you couldn't concentrate on one thing at a time. There are certain people that are not good at multitasking, and those kind of people will suffer greatly if they're not concentrating their forces on one certain subject at a time. It's very crucial to try to maintain your energies on certain things at a time. That way, you can avoid certain stress levels and you don't have to go all over the place. And because some people stress out very easily, and if you're all over the place, you're not going to get certain tasks done at hand at the right time they're supposed to be done.
Yeah, and a lot of people nowadays, they're very distracted with social media, technology, and food. And if we start realizing this and becoming more self-aware to that, we can focus that energy that we were spending on distractions like our phones, like technologies and movies and food and significant others that are very negative to you, stuff like that, or jobs that are negatively affecting your brain, and move your mind and the things that you need to do, all of your energy and your forces into the things that you want to do, the things that make you happy. Then it'll be better off for you, and you can be more successful in whatever it is that you want to do. You can complete whatever tasks, and you can move on into a better future that way.
The only thing I would say, though, is that you do have to be a little too careful what you focus on, because if you're too focused into something, and then external forces could kind of corrupt the process of what's going on. So you need to be also aware, like when you're concentrating on a certain subject or focus, you need to also be aware of things going outside your control. That way you can be prepared for anything that may happen. It's like the reversal of the law.
Yeah, and you can always just look at the other laws and put them together in that sense, because I know that we've talked about on certain laws of not talking about certain things that you're doing with others, because, external forces could come in and destroy that.
So you do have to be aware of your surroundings at all times. While you're focusing on your certain thing, also do not neglect other things that may need to be attended to, depending on what kind of context and situation you may be. Could be a various amounts of subjects.
Another reversal is, and it's funny because a lot of people talk about this when they talk about this law, is that they say that the jack of all trades, master of none. You'd rather be a master of one of them, because then you'd focus all of your energy. But the full saying of the jack of all trades is actually this: a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Because that you know certain things, you can do more. Someone who's a master at one thing knows only that one thing, where someone can learn a bunch of stuff, but not be a master in all of them. But if they can focus on each thing specifically and know, they look at each thing specifically and they can learn something new from each part, then they can slowly become better. And that's just a reversal of this law. You have to make sure that you understand where your forces and where your energy should be placed at a time. If you want to place them in multiple things, sometimes you're not going to be able to get everything done as you thought you could. You need to put a little bit more into something here. You could put a little bit of energy over here, but focus more on a specific goal that you have, and you can start slowly putting in if it makes sense. So if you're doing something, but you can get some of the stuff done over on this side, on this goal, or in this goal as well while you're doing this, then do that, because that works out and it's more beneficial that way. You waste less time. So make sure that in this law, focus your energy, be careful of your surroundings, and be positive.
If you guys like this law of power and you also like our videos, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel as well if you have not already. Leave a comment for the algorithm, help us out, let us know your thoughts on this, and we will see you guys in the next video.